righty, guys and gals, this is Blake Morrow. You are listening to the Daily Roundup webinar. Hope everybody's having a great session. Hold on. All right. So a little bit of volatility today. You know, equities continue to stay pretty strong. If you're looking at the NASDAQ's at highs. You know, I'm long some Ethereum here. We're getting close to the 161% extension of this last range extension here. I might actually take profits off the table here, is what I think. Because of course it's got to do it while I'm on air with you guys. You know, because we hit this 161% extension intraday, we're getting pretty overbought. So Amira asked Blake, are you okay? Can you hear me? Do I sound all right? I actually just had to get out of my Ethereum trade. That's it. So. Okay. All right. Good. So you guys know why I got out of that. So let me update really quick. I'm going to update, you know, obviously this is all happening while we're on air. So I got to send out an intraday update. Okay. So you guys can, I guess I should do this. And then update the chart for you all. Sorry, guys, just doing this for you. Of course, you know, like I said, it happens on air. It's like, dude. Okay, there we go. So just so you can see what I did. So I closed the pattern in play. I actually closed my live trade too from yesterday. And I went long at like 34.40, something like that, right around there. Closed it. We hadn't reached that target yet, but the issue is we're at the 161% extension of this previous range, right? And look at relative strength. It's at levels that typically, you know, we peak out. So between here and maybe 3,800, we could possibly make a move for it. But it's like, you know, in this market, it makes sense to take profits, right? It really, in my opinion, it does. It's like, okay, well, I don't mind booking some here, you know. And especially it's been a pretty good move percentage wise. And you can see this is the wedge target, right? So somewhere between here, we should stop. And we're pretty close to resistance. And, you know, so, and you can see it in the analysis here. Well, you go to live stream, basic technical analysis. And that's what I updated with you guys on air, you know. Everything I just told you is right here, right? And then that's the chart. So you guys can kind of see how I do things, right? Okay. All right, so let's talk about the rest of the market. Sorry, it was, like I said, it was moving, and you know, sometimes you can't help it if things are moving when they're moving. So, you know, as far as currencies go, the euro, you know, we're getting nice and comfortable above this 118.50. I think by the end of the day, this is gonna tell us if we're gonna be, you know, making this move up towards the 119 level or not. But you know, you look at the sterling stalled. You know, the Kiwis trying to break higher, the Aussies trying to break higher as well. And you know, that had to do with obviously the ADP and the ISM data, just keeping equities well bid and the dollar weak for the most part. Dollar Canadian had slipped back down towards support. We're back at 126. But, you know, overall, I actually think the Canadian is holding up really well. Dollar Swiss is range bound. US dollar, Norwegian krona. I bought some dollar MEX today. I'm you know, really want to start thinking about buying this US dollar Norwegian krona if we get back above this 873 level. Dollar max, like I said, I'm getting long as we complete the double top here, and stocks are overbought. So hopefully they, even if they give us a 0.5% pullback, this dollar Mexican peso is going to bounce like a bat out of hell. Dollar yen, very much in the apex of this triangle right now. S&P, you can see pullbacks are very minor, and we're just holding right up against the highs, which again, it's hard to be bearish when, stocks continue to hold up like this. NASDAQ's at new all-time highs, NASDAQ 100. The Dow's kind of holding up. I want to see what the DAX has been doing, because, the DAX, this is one of those indexes too. It's like kind of like the Dow, kind of like the Russell. The DAX is really not performing well. You would think the DAX would try to play some catch up with the rest of the market, but I say rest of the market, with some of the North American markets, just ain't happening. Big rally in these yen pairs. I mean, look at the euro yen, big breakout, once we cleared that yesterday at 129.80. You know how much money, how many pips I made in this trade yesterday? Because last night I got out and I'm like, well, I don't know if I really want to stick around, so I'm just going to go ahead and get out. And that was silly. Yeah, I just didn't have any patience there. Guppy's trying to move higher. Aussie yen looks stronger. Dips are very shallow here. Looks like the Aussie yen's going to, go past like the 82 yen level. Kiwi yen looks like we're going to break higher. We're trying. We're just knocking our head up against this. The analogy I use, like a castle and a battering ram, like you have to hit it a couple of times before you bust through it. That's kind of like the New Zealand yen, in my opinion. Canadian yen underperforming a little bit here, but I think the longer term, I actually want to be short the Canadian yen. I was really hoping we'd get up here, to be honest. I was really hoping we'd go, and we're not saying we can't, go up to the 618, and then I would be short up there. That's kind of my plan at the moment, but you can tell how underperforming it is right now. And let's take a look at some of the other markets really quick. So here's yields. They're just bouncing around in the apex of this triangle, I guess. Looks something, I mean, ugliest, consolidation that we've got. Gold and silver, they're holding up, but they're not really going to make a move until, following the jobs report, I don't think. I should probably do this. Sorry, guys. I got to forget where I need to post everything. Okay. Anyway, what else? Crude. Let's take a real quick look at crude oil. I thought crude oil was going to roll over today, but it's not. Here's crude. So, we were pushing lower, following the inventory data, and then, following the inventory data, it actually bounced back. So, yeah, I don't know what to make of crude, but I'll tell you, I don't like it going higher, because if it goes lower, it's going to help my dollar Mexican peso bounce, and I can start thinking about getting long the US dollar Norwegian krona. Amira asks for platinum. Well, Amira, you picked the one asset that is doing nothing. I would draw my, if I was trading platinum, which I'm not, but if I was, I would draw that and just wait for one of those levels to break, right? That's what I would be thinking there. And happy 1st of September. It's slow. It's slow. And I was hoping today might spice up things a little bit. It did, you know, ushered in some further dollar weakness, but I don't really trust this dollar weakness yet. I don't, but that doesn't mean that it won't persist. It's just something that I'm not super trusting. I want to see how the euro closes today. You know, if we close back below, like, let's say 118.30, I might actually turn around and short the euro. So if we get a false breakout, Rick said, yeah, end of summer coming to an end. Thank goodness, because, you know, for me to do these webinars for you, it is a lot like tap dancing. You know what I mean? Like I'm tap dancing. Hey, look at me go. You guys like that? Dance, monkey. Yeah. It's kind of, that's how I feel sometimes. You know, trying to fill the void with things that aren't happening. So anyway, but that's pretty much it. Anyway, guys, let's get through this week and let's get through non-farm payroll, and then hey, over the next few weeks should be pretty active because, you know, as the jobs report comes up, or excuse me, as the Fed meeting comes up on the 22nd, you know, people are going to start really positioning themselves over the course of the next few weeks. So should be good. Thank you guys for everything. I'll see you guys either in the chat rooms or I'll see you tomorrow morning on the Face webinar. So have a great night.